can see that it's misty coming out.
Yeah.
Okay? It's meant to be crystal clear.
It's not a good martini at all.
This.
Hey, this is kind of gnarly, dude.
You ordered it.
There's no way to talk to customers.
What was the dirty booth?
Oh, wow.
Watch your black dress.
That's disgusting.
Hi, how are you? Can I get you started? Kettle 1 martini, please, with a lemon.
Maybe take grade martini, please. Thank you.
Troy, can you get them whatever they want?
Yeah, of course.
Put it on my tab.
Of course.
So there's Troy, the bartender.
And they wonder why we haven't been doing well.
There's Rocky. Rocky's the bartender.
Thank you so much. Do you have a towel? Thank you.
They asked for a towel to wipe their own table. That's what they're
disgusting.
saying.
Please tell me that this girl's not gonna put a towel down instead of wiping it herself at least. Oh my God. That is grotesque. So am I getting paid to clean their furniture?
There's Chelsea. She's a bartender.
She has not moved.
I haven't seen her make a drink.
Not a single one. She's like the worst hood ornament ever.
I don't think that tastes like Tanqueray. I don't think that's Tanqueray. It tastes cheap.
The gin drinker likes to taste the spirit. So if a gin drinker is saying it doesn't taste like their go-to, you know something's up.
Yep.
We're a martini bar. You guys need to know how to make a good martini, Chelsea? I would love to have you come back here and make me a martini. Tonight is the stress test. I just want to make sure they can nail a good martini. No ice? There's no ice? Oh my God. I don't think Chelsea's ever really been challenged because their manager doesn't manage anything. Now, why did you put it in the tin?
I don't know. Okay, fine. I'll redo it.
No, you got your fingers in there.
No?
Yeah.
Oh, in there, yeah.
What are you up to?
About 6 feet.
You know, a little of this,
6
a little
feet.
of
Let me see. Stand up.
Give or take.
Well, you just never know. A lot of guys brag about how tall they are, you know, amongst other things. Going for the steak.
Yeah, I'm a steak guy. Medium rare.
All right.
This is clearly not a female-friendly environment. Look at how the men are being served, but the women are waiting. Here, see the three of them? Good bartenders. Look at them drinking champagne out of these bottles.
She's not even trying to hide the fact that she's drinking back there.
That's inappropriate, and it's irresponsible.
All right, you can have one sip.
This one's 3 sheets to the win.
What can I get for you?
There's Joey, the manager. Look at this. It took over 9 minutes to serve the female customers.
Dirty martini.
Okay.
Thank you.
It's very dirty. Some's a little too dirty, right?
You hear that?
Cindy and Roxy, I want both of you to make me a dirty vodka martini. Are you guys used to using jiggers or free pouring?
I use a jigger, but they're okay with us free pouring.
I've never ever learned how to use a jigger in my life. But what else was I supposed to put in there?
Olive juice.
Where is it? Okay. I need a glass.
No ice, baby.
You ladies have both just made the same cocktail, and yet they look completely different. Okay, just flunk me now. Both of you shook your martinis. Martinis without citrus are meant to be stirred.
The classic dirty vodka martini contains 1.5 ounces of vodka, a splash of dry vermouth, and a splash of olive juice. James Bond ordered his martini shaken, not stirred. But what 007 was actually getting was a watered-down cocktail. That's because the greater force from shaking causes the ice to melt faster, thereby diluting the drink 1.75 times more than a stirred cocktail.
Wow. That's a bit, it's very dirty. It's really just a splash. You don't want people to have that experience. 9 times out of 10, they'd send that back. Mine's chunky. It's a little chunky, yes. You've got some ice in here, which is completely unacceptable for a martini. I think you used lime juice. That is not a dirty martini. This is a vodka with lime juice and olives. We need to do better.
The owner, Donna, and her husband were so drunk, they didn't remember meeting me the next day.
We did, but
In the mortgage,
understand
it
that.
says if you don't pay your taxes, I will
you guys
foreclose.
are really gonna do this?
I will.
Yes.
When I left that bar, months later, they paid off their debt, and her daughter, Aaliyah, had a baby, and their entire lives turned around. Wow. Donna learned during that. So I asked Donna and Aaliyah to come do recon here. They understand what drinking is all about, and they understand what success is all about because they've failed and they've been successful.
Yeah.
So there's Donna, and there's Aaliyah.
Do you guys have like a drink menu or?
I do. We have a beer menu.
Sure, whatever. What do you recommend for draft beer?
We have the ale, something easy.
All right, I'll try that one.
Want to try that one? How about you?
And I will just have a dirty martini.
A dirty martini? Okay.
You made no effort to upsell her.
Kind of warm. Well, I think it would be good if it was cold. I just think it's got a weird. But hopefully it's sturdy enough for you.
Okay.
That's probably not dirty enough. You know what? I didn't specify vodka. 12 vodka. Oh, she should have asked that. You would think she would ask.
Roughly 60% of guests will give you a name brand if you ask for it. So a great majority just jump on it and your sales go up.
It is not that busy. These people should be interacting with every single customer.
And can I get a sea breeze?
Look at them all standing around. Nobody's hurrying to take care of anybody. Look at the crossed arms and the body language, the hands on the hips.
Attitude.
Thank you.
No, John, watch how she's serving it. She's not even grabbing it by the stem. She's grabbing it by the tops. There's no napkins, putting her fingers on it. They should be serving that by the stem.
I'll add a sea breeze. They don't tell you guys that? After I ordered the sea breeze, they pretty much told me they didn't have the ingredients for it, so she just brought us both an apple martini. I find it pretty weird that I didn't ask for that drink and they just decided that they were gonna bring me what they wanted to bring me. Oh my God, dude. Woo! Taste this.
Too much alcohol.
He doesn't like it either. Look at his facial expression.
That's just unacceptable. And nobody's come back to check to see if they enjoyed their drinks.
I really think you should just go see how you get served at the bar. See if it's any better.
They got frustrated at the table, so now they're gonna go to the bar.
We were wondering if we could actually get a different one of these. It's a little bit strong. Maybe. Too strong? Yeah.
Okay. Crazy.
And she got an attitude. Ooh.
Oh my God.
She just poured their drink back into a mixing glass and she's about to shake it again.
Rather than make them refresh.
Exactly.
Boy, that's a first for me. I've never seen that before.
That is just laziness.
This place is a joke. No wonder why it's failing.
I grab you guys a drink?
All right, so there's Joe and Daniel. They're sitting at the bar.
Gin martini.
Gin martini?
So that's the way they serve a martini in a plastic glass.
The body heat from their hand holding that plastic, there's no insulation. You're going to have a warm glass of spirit.
Who wants a warm martini? It's disgusting.
How about just like a whiskey sour? It's a whiskey sour? No, I got a martini glass also.
Good, good.
Cheers.
There goes nothing. It's a little hard having a martini when it's just a shot. We don't have any vermouth.
What kind of bar doesn't have vermouth?
Got maybe something like a lemon lime I could throw in there. Just
maybe a twist.
I tried to order a martini, but they didn't even have vermouth. And if you don't have vermouth, you can't serve a martini. So the drink I got was basically straight gin.
You want to try my whiskey sour? The drink that I ordered was a mixture of whiskey, some sort of lemon, water, then more lemon added to it, so it was very disgusting.
Midnight. It's hopping in here.
So last night we made a gin martini into a mockery.
We don't have any vermouth.
We're not doing that anymore. I'm going to teach you how to make a classic London dry martini using Tanqueray gin. Add our vermouth. Vermouth makes all the difference. Roll that around, get the essence on the ice, and strain it off. Now we add our Tanqueray London dry gin. We're going to add 1 1/4 ounce. Give it a nice stir. Garnish it with a fresh cut lemon twist. You can see the oils expressed. There you have it. This is our new London dry martini.
Beautiful. I think our tip will definitely be a lot better.
Excellent.
Can I make it old fashioned? I'd look it up on my phone.
Okay. Simple cocktail, John.
What's your favorite cocktail up there? Can you recommend one?
My favorite is the mule because it's easy to make.
The mule because it's easy to make.
Okay, I'll try that. This side of town, people are just shot in a beer, shot in a beer.
That's not true. There's a lot of people doing a lot of mixology in this part of town. No wonder why he's losing money. What did he just put in it?
He grabbed some 10-day old lime juice and threw it in there. It was the nastiest, sourest drink I've ever had in my life.
Wow.
Want to try it?
That's some pretty sour man.
Whatever, you know.
The guy like that just sucks the energy from the room. He never adds to it.
Can you do like a gin martini?
Yeah, I could.
We'll see how he does with the gin martini.
The proper way to make a martini is to
stir it. And he's actually going to shake it.
When you shake a drink too much, that changes the character of the way it looks and the way it tastes. That's why martinis are stirred.
You can see that it's misty coming out.
Yeah.
Okay? It's meant to be crystal clear.
It's not a good martini at all.
This.
Hey, this is kind of gnarly, dude.
You ordered it.
There's no way to talk to your customers.
Where'd you go? Apparently I make drinks.
How is it?
Tastes like flat PBR.
That's horrible.
Yeah, even Sarah thinks the drinks suck.
Let me make you guys some drinks.
Actually, I want to try the French
I'm gonna
75.
toss these. French 75 is great. Done.
Thank you.
Zing.
You know what? We got a superstar in her.
Yeah, I think so, John.
Did we make those right?
It's actually really good.
You know why? Because I didn't touch the bottle, probably.
Tim doesn't like the fact that his wife stepped in and is doing better than him. You should hope she does better than you if you want to make money.
Welcome.
Tim, good to meet you guys. The only people here are the 3 that I sent in. This is Clay. So you manage bars professionally.
Yeah.
If he was your bartender for a year and a half, standing there not knowing those drinks with his arm crossed like that, what would you do?
He wouldn't be here a year and a half.
You'd fire his ass, right? Bingo. Do you think it's funny that you don't know how to make any of the drinks that you've been on your board for a year?
I know how to make them, just because it's not exactly to their taste doesn't mean that I'm doing it wrong.
Is this a bartender who cared about what you wanted?
Nope.
Austin's unique, trying to keep it unique.
No, you're being a fool. So here's the reality of it. You want to get behind the bar, you learn the frickin' drinks. So guys, I wanted to get us a good local perspective on this place. So I got 3 industry professionals. They're bartenders and servers. They know Atlanta and they know the business.
John's spies enter Barlow's, a 5,200 square foot space with 12 beers on tap, a circular main bar where smoking is permitted, and a non-smoking section separated by a glass partition.
Look at this partition they put up between the main bar and one of the side dining rooms. If you're a non-smoker, you have to go into that side room. If you're a smoker, you stay in the main room. Would you want to go to that bar and hang behind that glass and be separated from everybody else?
No, absolutely not. It's a big giant waste of space right now.
You know what you're gonna have to drink?
There's Jamie, bartender.
Schmittix.
Schmittix, for you?
Old fashioned, please.
Old fashioned.
Look at the foam, Russell. The beer is warm. You can see the way it comes out.
Yeah, it's waste.
You know it's not the temperature just by looking at it.
That's right here.
Oh my God.
You're so warm, I'm surprised it didn't melt the glass.
Let's talk about your beer, guys. How much of that is foam? Do you know the reason why?
It's too hot.
It's too hot.
That's why I duct taped it.
You duct taped it.
See what temperature we got here. It's about 45 degrees. It should be about 36. When beer runs over 38 degrees, we get about 60% out of the keg rather than 95%, so we lose our money right away.
When's the last time you actually cleaned out the bottom of this beer cooler? The whole bottom of this thing is like rotted out. You see all that? You know what that is? It's like stale, gross beer.
Oh no, here it is, guys.
Oh.
You know what that is? That is bacteria. Look at this, guys. It's solid matter. This will get people sick. How many times do you guys see that and not do anything about it? I'd like you guys to come back here and start cleaning up, okay?
Okay.
What's up for recon tonight? There's Lori. JT, and there's John. JT is a draft beer professional. Lori works in bars, and Jon knows the area really well. So we should get a good local and professional perspective on what's going on here.
Jon's recon team enters the end zone. A 4,200 square foot space featuring a U-shaped bar with 16 beers on tap, 2 service wells, and an empty stage.
What are we having today?
I'll take beer.
The bar is disorganized and dirty.
I mean, there's bottle caps everywhere, straws.
Look at that floor. That sticky walk sound.
This doesn't taste good.
That's not good.
Sour.
The system must not be regulated properly.
They probably don't clean their lines.
You know what? Can I swap these out? It's just, they taste a little sour, flat.
Okay.
If you don't have great beer in a sports environment, you have nothing. Let's take a peek in the walk-in, and we'll see exactly what's happening here. What's all over that beer case?
Blood.
Look at the blood. It's dripping down all over your cases of beer. This is one of the most cross-contaminated kitchens I have ever seen.
Clearly, we've got some really bad lines here. You can see the color difference. This is filthy. It's gonna taste horrible.
I want to go see the rest of the bar.
You guys got fruit flies everywhere.
Yeah.
If you don't clean every day, gestation period on a fruit fly is 24 hours.
We clean automatically. We don't get nothing.
No, I'm sorry, you don't.
What's going on here?
Jesus, please don't tell me you guys are bartending with standing water behind the bar.
Look at the dirt in that water. You guys give a So there it is, the Los Angeles Brewing Company. And that little tiny sign. Does anything catch your eye?
No. So it says 100 true beers on tap.
If they had 100 beers on tap and they were losing $15,000 a month, would you think that beer would be fresh?
No.
Jon and Maria stake out the Los Angeles Brewing Company, a 7,000 square foot bar featuring a glass countertop, full service kitchen, and 100 tap brew system missing over 80% of its tap handles.
Great that he has all this space. He's just gonna do something with it.
They don't even use these taps. They're wrapped in plastic wrap. That's the first part of the bar that you see.
It doesn't feel like an operational bar.
Okay, let's go do this.
Yeah.
Tonight for Recon, I got Maria Menounos and I to go in together. Maria knows me well. She knows what I'm looking for, and she loves beer.
How you guys doing?
Hey, good, how are you?
Here's your beer list, and back of it is your food list, okay?
Thank you.
I've never seen so much empty space in a bar in my life. Or a bar where I felt like I had to whisper. Yeah, seriously, right?
Do you brew your own beer here?
No, we don't.
You don't, so you're not a brew house.
Right.
Because you're called a brewing company. I'm trying to figure this out. How many beers do you actually have?
I believe offhand, I'm just counting now.
The sign says you have 100.
Right, right.
Give me one of those for now.
Okay. We have 5 types of wings. Do you want me to order each one of them?
Yep.
Okay.
We'll see if it's cold and if it's right. Is that the way a beer should look when you serve it? You didn't pour the beer correctly because it has no head on it. Most of the flavor comes from the head of a beer, but the glass is so dirty that the head wouldn't formulate in the first place. So let's see if you can pour me one correctly. Try it again.
Wow, okay. All right, let's try round 2.
That's more like it.
You all right?
Oh my God. My first beer in there was really nasty and bitter. It was kind of a no-win situation in the liquor department there.
Something has to be wrong with their draft beer system. This bar's all about beer, so I brought in just the right expert.
See what you get out. Got some brown stuff on that one there.
And you can
this
smell
is
it.
symptomatic of the lines not being clean.
Every beer distributor cleans their lines where their beer is at.
Do you know when your lines were clean last?
They were clean Monday.
They were clean Monday?
No way. Is that clean?
No.
You don't verify anything. You can't even get 2 inches of chrome clean. I see now why you want to sell the place. Let's go see the beer cooler. Last night, Maria spit out her beer, and the customers are saying that it's flat. So today, I want Neil to go through the beer system top to bottom.
Look at that. That's mold. White, bloomy mold. All that stuff's going right into your beer lines. Is anybody even checking on this?
I mean, you gotta validate this stuff. There's obvious signs of neglect in the system. There's mold growing down there. Richard needs to learn more about his draft system in order to serve the best beer he possibly can.
We got a lot of work to do. We gotta have to replace some of these lines and rotate kegs, of course. Let's go up to the kitchen, okay? No liquor license. Strictly beer and wine. We have no kitchen. Look at this place. And look at that green color, my gosh. Dated. Look at the records above the bar. Wow. Now, why are there records on the wall? What is this place? I don't think that it knows. This is a beer bar. So I wanted to bring some beer professionals in. So I have 2 brewers from Laverne Brewing Company, which is a great local brewery here in town. They know beer quality, and they know the marketplace. I'm curious to hear what they think.
Hi. Welcome.
Hi.
How you guys doing?
Good, how are you?
Good, are you excited? About open mic night.
Do you guys have a beer list by chance?
We do not.
I'll take an IPA.
Do you have any stouts?
1.
Thank you. This is not mine.
I guess it's open mic night.
I guess.
How about the foam? Look at this. Wow. No head on that beer at all. Right there is where half of their beer cost is. So that was probably 40% of that beer. Easy.
I have concerns about what we refer to as a beer clean glass because you could tell by the way that it was poured and the lack of standing head that there's some residue from somewhere inside that glass.
I had a beer that was old. The characteristics of an IPA would be the hops would be there, and they weren't there. So that means the beer's old. They've fallen off.
Okay, so what is she making there? That's a Brood Mary, right? Bloody Mary mix? Little hot sauce beer.
Yeah, a little spice, little beer, little Bloody Mary.
That pourer was so clogged, she had to screw it off the bottom. Look at it go! Look at it! Oh, man, it chunked! It was so thick, it wouldn't even go through the pourer. Then she had to
Oh my
squeeze.
gosh. If it is that chunky, then there must be something wrong with it. And the fact that you would see that as you're putting it in a drink and still serve that drink speaks to standards.
Unbelievable, right? Oh, so they keep a pitcher of water next to the tapper to rinse the foam. So they expect the foam.
It's status quo, I guess.
And there's Jim. He doesn't see the beer going down the drain. He doesn't see anything.
Oh my God.
What happened?
I don't know. I feel like it's
Do you not release the pressure properly? Like it's so basic. Like how do you not know how to pull the nozzle properly? Like
It wasn't my fault. It just was foamy and
that's why you need to pay attention because if you would have done that properly, you wouldn't have sprayed everywhere. It wouldn't be an issue. You wouldn't be covered in beer. They wouldn't be covered in beer.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
Jon is joined in the SUV by Steve Blovat, a professional health inspector.
So I've had this place under surveillance for 3 days. The reason why I wanted you to come here is because I think this might be the worst kitchen I've ever seen. Open ceiling. Look at the bugs.
Disgusting.
Now this is the grease off of it.
What owner makes their employees work in these conditions?
They don't care.
It stinks. Brian and Phil enter Fairways, a 6,000 square foot space featuring a short L-shaped bar with a single service station, 20 beer taps, and a large kitchen with 2 walk-in coolers.
Could you pour me a darkest beer?
Absolutely.
Bugs in the bar, too. Just pouring properly. Right off. And the keg is kicked.
We don't have another cake.
Are you kidding me?
You don't have another keg?
Look at everything goes in frosted wet, and then look at the holy.
The first thing that hit my tongue was a very, very hard metallic taste.
Oh, dude, that's bad.
Right when it hit the bottom of my stomach, I knew something was wrong. My stomach started curdling. Beer starts to go bad after around 3 months. So I'm thinking the keg had to have been sitting there for at least a year.
So here comes the food for Chef Duffy.
We got some chips and queso and some chips and salsa. Fried mushrooms.
Fried mushrooms, very nice.
Hey, Michelle, do you have a bathroom?
Do we have a bathroom?
Where's your bathroom?
Right back there to the left.
Dude, I think this might come up right now.
Fairways burgers?
3 fairways medium.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Just so you know, medium doesn't bleed, so I got bloody medium. You guys make your own salsa in-house?
We do.
You do.
Oh my God, he threw up.
Caitlin, did you see where my buddy went by chance? Could
I'll
you
go
check
check.
for me? Thank you very much. I think you got my boy sick.
I made it sick.
One sip of beer made this guy throw up.
Dude's throwing up.
Do what?
Dude's throwing up in the bathroom.
Off of what?
I don't know. We took out the chips and salsa and stuff, and now he's throwing up.
Oh, that's what's wrong with salsa? Ain't nothing wrong with salsa.
Kevin's an excellent cook. His focus on making great food, I think he can be an excellent asset.
You've done this for 14 years?
Never seen anything like this before. This is ridiculous.
This guy should be shut the hell down. Let's go in there. You almost killed my frickin' mixologist. Phil is in the bathroom throwing up right now.
Off beer?
Yes! Off beer, for Christ's sakes! This is Steve. He's a health inspector with me. In 14 years, have you ever seen somebody throw up so quickly from consuming something?
Absolutely not.
What just happened, Phil?
Just puking my brains out. Because I drank that right there. Take a sip of it, man.
Go ahead, you let your customers drink it, drink it.
Taste it.
Supposed to be 86.
Supposed to be 86. Is it connected? Does she know it's 86? Did you?
No, sir.
You won't drink it, but he will? I want you to get me consumer intelligence. You good?
Got it.
Okay, I'll see you in about an hour.
All right.
My first impression when I walked in, I've never seen something as filthy and disgusting. And the smell in this bar was gross.
How you doing?
Good. Do you have any specials?
I do have 2-for-1 shots.
Oh, I don't need to start off like that. Do you have anything on draft? Yeah, lemon vodka?
No.
I guess I'll just have plain vodka and tonic.
I was kind of surprised that they didn't have any beer or liquor considering that they're a bar.
Yeah, that looks good. There you go, gentlemen.
The guy sitting next to me ordered an Inception bomb, which is a shot inside of a shot inside of a shot, all in a pitcher. You're supposed to finish it in 10 seconds or less, and you get it for free, which promotes binge drinking.
1, 2, 3. Go, 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 go! 16.6.
He finished it in 16 seconds, and he was hammered afterwards, and I had to tell him to sit down.
I feel like you're a little wobbly.
Thank you. And you know why?
He just did that really big shot. He's a little, you know.
The other thing that I was really pissed about, when you sell an Inception drink, if you sell them a second drink, you're gonna lose your liquor license. After one Inception, you're beyond the legal blood alcohol level.
An Inception bomb consists of 5 ounces of alcohol. That is more than 3 times a standard serving consumed in about 10 seconds. In nearly all instances, this dangerous combination is enough to spike anyone's blood alcohol level beyond the legal limit.
Guys, I gotta turn this bar from a drunk fest into a place where people come and you make money. Bars are about length of stay. We're gonna come up with a drinks program that's profitable, fun, around an environment that makes people come here and stay for 2 hours. You guys make more money, costs are better, and we win.
You guys got a house special shot?
We're doing $3 bomb shots, actually. We've got orgasm bombs.
Do an orgasm bomb? Yeah. Let's do 2 of those and 2 beers.
So they've ordered 2 beers and the orgasm shots.
What kind of name is that for a shot?
I don't know. Let's see what this is about. It was definitely an interesting experience tonight. We got an orgasm for a shot.
They were definitely not good.
Kind of like a pre-made kind of thing.
Pre-made kind of thing. So obviously that didn't have much bite to it, did it? No. So there's Sarissa. She's our shot girl. I'm told for every shot she sells, she takes one.
You guys gonna buy me one?
Do you want one?
I guess.
Cheers. You've been noticing they've been reusing those little plastic cups, too, for the shots.
They're reusing those?
Yeah, those things are meant to be thrown away.
They're disposable. They're not to be reused.
Yep.
We're gonna get all you ladies. Here you go,
What do you want to that?
So there's Dave. Dave thinks he's one of the best bartenders in the Midwest.
Don't they all?
We want shots. We want the ones with the fire.
So you want flavor shots?
I mean, we'll do those too.
Light them on fire, you drop them and slam them. All right?
Well, you're definitely not supposed to use those plastic cups for this.
Chuck.
Okay, never hand the flaming drink to the customer to do themselves.
Never, ever. They could pour right down their hand.
And watch, he'll light that with the bottle in his other hand. You have to place that. That's a bomb. It's a bomb in your hand. That's so dangerous. I can't get over how he's holding that bottle and lighting the shots.
And I was like,
You know, I'm pretty experienced with fire, and I hate knowing that there's bartenders out there that play with it so irresponsibly. You shouldn't be blowing fire with all the fans and the drafts around.
Not with that low ceiling either, Russ.
That just make it super dangerous to blow fire.
Trash can, please? Yeah.
Look at that pour. This is classic rookie stuff. A big pitcher cocktail that they throw everything in the world in.
Do they call it the trash can? Because that's where you end up puking from drinking this?
If you drink it, it gets you sick, gets you drunk. There's more alcohol in that one drink than you're allowed to consume in the time you're here.
You see the look on her face when she tried to drink?
Wow.
Hey guys. Hi. How are you? Do you have a menu?
We don't have food.
Oh, okay.
So there's no food.
Correct.
Do you have something fruity?
Yes, I have a specialty. It's called the Spring Crush. I make it for the ladies.
I'll take that.
All right, you got that one.
I'll take a screwdriver.
Okay, you got it. Your screwdriver and the Spring Crush is coming right up, baby girl.
Wait.
I feel like I get choked. I don't know, the seafood
Oh my God. Does it taste like what?
It's like pineapple.
It kind of, yeah.
That's the orange juice. Says OJ.
What's the date on it?
Says the 6th.
So. Oh, it just expired? Oh.
His juice was bad. You ever taste bad juice?
Is it strong?
What's in here?
It's an island punch.
I'm not even sure what I had. One of the drinks was straight alcohol, and they just weren't good.
Little
overall.
vomit test.
Yeah. Hi guys.
How you doing?
Good.
You have a drink menu?
We don't have the cocktail menus anymore, but we do have the star shot.
That's a specialty?
Yeah, that's actually my specialty.
Let's go with it. Interesting name for a cocktail.
I haven't seen a cocktail menu. It seems these girls make up a drink, give it a funny name like Star and throw it on a board. What they need to do is have a menu where the guests can see the description, they can see what they're getting themselves into, and there's more than one drink to pick.
Oh, sweet. Like really sweet.
Like a Jolly Rancher.
Yeah, that's not very good. I think we do a shot.
Okay. Like a dessert type shot. Sure.
Layer it, perfect.
Are you good at layering? Me either.
What is that?
It shouldn't seep like that.
It looks curdled.
Yeah.
Thank you. Don't do it. Something doesn't look right about that one.
Let's go in and find out what the hell is going on.
I don't know if we want to go down the hatch with that one.
Art has sent back all of his food. His drinks are terrible, and I've seen enough.
Have like a specialty?
Not really.
Not really. He asked for a specialty. She said, no, it's a daiquiri bar. What about all of the daiquiris behind?
Recommend one.
Sell the daiquiris.
Blue mother, like a Long Island, but it's blue.
Let me try your blue mom.
You want to do a blue mother? All right.
Ask him about the daiquiris.
What did you want to drink? The only daiquiris we have is blue raspberry, orange, or fruit punch. Cherry is melted too much, and the apple and strawberry are out.
But I thought this was supposed to be a daiquiri bar.
I know, our daiquiri machines are not very good.
Wow.
My favorite daiquiri is the orange and the green mixed together. I could possibly get some green out for you if you want to.
Let's try it.
Okay.
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
So if it's not coming out, is that spout dirty?
Oh, I don't even want to see that. I'm glad that's your department.
There we go.
There you go.
No, see how the green is melted, though?
That looks terrible. And here's the bar still in the back. I understand you're trying to count the money, but you're not making any money to count.
When did you hire Charlie to run the place?
About a year and 3 months ago.
Is he doing well? Is he not doing well?
When he first started, she did pretty well, but when I stepped away, I went to New York, everything went downhill.
What happened?
I was just completely burnt out, kind of stepped back. No, I just kind of threw the towel in and went through the motions for a short period of time.
But you kept taking his money?
Yes, sir.
Terrible.
Which daiquiris are they selling tonight, Charlie?
I have blue raspberry, sour apples.
No, you don't. I'm gonna ask you again, not what's up on the bar, Charlie. What drinks are available tonight?
I don't know.
How many of the 6 can you sell tonight?
3.
3.
Yeah, I knew the cherry was down.
You didn't know it though, did you?
No, sir.
Daiquiri is on your sign. That's why people come here. You have 6 daiquiri machines. 3 of them are available. Okay, here's what's going on. I am now gonna be 10 customers.
Okay. Can I interest you in a drink? Can I recommend a strawberry surprise?
Sure. I also want to try a root of all evil, a mojito, a tequila sunrise, a fat balls cherry bomb, a jet fuel, that sounds real good, a blue sapphire, a sunset over fat balls, a backseat boogie, and a pineapple island. I want to see how we do. You think they're going to do well?
If I had to put my money on it, they probably wouldn't get those drinks right.
How come?
Because they haven't been trained properly.
Whose fault is that?
I'm all over the place. I can't train them when I'm doing other stuff that also needs to be done.
We're done.
Okay, let me see the drinks. Bring them over. Because I'm now the only customer you got, aren't I? I would hope you'd get it right.
This is really, really awkward.
What is this?
That's the sunset over fat ball.
How sweet is that?
Yeah, it's still sweet. That's the strawberry surprise.
Come taste it. Come on, Tony. Is that right, Tony? What about the next one? Is that right? That one might be a little better.
It's not. It's the backseat boogie
Ugh.
or blue sapphire. That drink is nasty in general.
Okay, let's taste this one now. That was okay.
The Sex on the Beach, right?
Okay, let's put it with the good ones. What's this one?
Fat ball cherry bomb. It's a water.
Terrible. Put it with the bad ones.
That's a nasty ass drink anyways.
What about this one?
Oh,
Awful, right? Put it with the bad ones. What's that one?
mojito mix, we don't have mint.
That's your mojito. I can tell by the color it's not right.
Well, I work behind the bar, I mix it in the right way, but this not in the right way.
Terrible, right?
What this?
That's cherry bomb.
This is medicine.
Terrible. Put it with the bad ones.
Only 2 of them were decent.
Those are awful. Awful. Would you come back for those?
No, at
You
all.
think that might play a part as to why we're empty?
You got to hold people accountable as well. I mean, I can't check every single drink.
I am. I'm holding
that
you
comes
accountable. Yes, you do.
But then that would mean I'll micromanage.
Then what do you need to do? Because you're losing everything. At what point does it dawn on you that maybe it's you, not them? Manage your business. Is what you're doing working now?
It's not.
What can I get for you guys? I really like Mai Tais.
Gotta try the Bloody Mary.
Now, I did hear that they are known for the Bloody Mary, so I'm interested to see how this one goes.
Where are you at, too?
It's gonna hang out for the
Oh. Amazing. All the rums.
It's like the house party table.
All right. Salud.
Cheers.
Cheers.
This tastes really sour.
It does.
What's wrong with it?
Tastes like a hot dog. Does with extra ketchup.
I think he's basically got a straw in a ketchup bottle right now.
These are 2 friends of mine.
Okay.
They're radio station celebrities.
Okay.
Joe, you could pack this place if you wanted to, couldn't you?
100%.
There's nothing here that they could eat, nothing here that they could drink, and you came here trying, didn't you?
Now, wait a minute.
Sean, what is this?
Because I'm going to say something.
What is this?
Because I'm going to say something.
What is this?
Sean, I want you to shut up and listen for a minute, okay? That's the deal. I talk, you listen. Because right now, you're standing on thin ice.
Sean, no, look at him. He's like, he knows he done up now.
Let me ask you this. How is the Bloody Mary?
It tasted like a hot dog with extra ketchup.
That didn't work either, so that didn't meet the expectation of your guests. What do you come here to do every day? Because this can't be your result. This can't be you at your best. Please tell me this is not you at your best. What the are you managing? You didn't manage this. You're not managing them. You certainly didn't manage the drinks. What the are you doing here?
Hi guys, how are you?
Good, and yourself?
Good. My name's Melissa.
Nice to meet you. Do you actually have it's a cocktail menu?
We actually have our margaritas and our beer list here. It's all bottles and cans. We don't have any draft.
I'm feeling a little paradise. How about a mojito?
We can't make a mojito because we don't have minutes.
How about a Mai Tai?
Mai Tai? Yeah, we can do that. Yeah.
Actually, I'm going to order quite a big order, okay? So, may I please have the Cantina margarita, the Rochester margarita, and may I please have the skinny margarita because it's supposed to be light.
All right.
This is supposed to be a margarita with some type of jalapeno. I just taste sour mix. It tastes unbelievably sour, like not fresh, not good.
Right behind you with some carnitas nachos.
Hey, can you tell me which cocktail is which? Because they all look the same.
This is a El Dorado margarita. This should be a classic margarita. And I'm not sure what this is. Do they taste the same?
No, they taste terrible.
Okay.
Margaritas aren't too tasty, boys.
The biggest thing I'm seeing is like it's very highly inconsistent. There's no variation in cocktail, and whatever cocktails you guys do that you have, it's not good.
There is something that should greatly concern you about the way your bartending staff is functioning back there. And I'm being straight with you. The numbers are what they are. If they love you like you think, and you've stepped up for them, now's the time for them to step up for you. Fair?
100%.
So I want you to go in there and I want you to tell them what I told you, that they're f***ing you. An Irish bar without authenticity is like a sports bar without TVs, or a nightclub without a dance floor. The fact is, great Irish bars are authentic, like a bar in Ireland. They have great Irish food and great Irish drinks.
No, I'll do wings, yeah, we're gonna do wings today, yeah.
So there's Packy. He's our owner.
He's our owner.
So here's our kitchen.
I don't see a stove.
Food is an integral part of an Irish bar. The whole point of an Irish bar is you plant yourself and you stay for 3-4 hours.
Of course.
You can't stay for 3-4 hours if there's no great food.
Exactly. All I've seen is chicken wings, which are not traditionally Irish.
We got a problem here. Yeah? Here's wires. Get out of it. Check it out, he's not lying. I'm not kidding.
Looks like they got some fruit fillets.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. See it? I'm sure there's how's that one, Pablo? That one better.
He's just put the bottle back in the well.
So he's prepared to serve that to the next guest.
Sure. And hopefully get away with it.
How do you do that to a customer? There's Guppy, bartender.
Well, at least the Guppy's bigger than him, you know.
Also from Ireland.
Late for the party.
There's Colleen, bartender.
You're very sweet. Thank you very much.
And there's Summer, another bartender.
Wow. He's pouring half a glass.
Oh my God, that's not
that's
a
like
shot.
4 ounces. Jesus.
He's gulping 4-ounce drinks.
Wow.
Packy's in the kitchen all night long. Guppy's out there drinking, partying, having fun.
It's gonna be at the butchery night. Yay!
How does he manage his business that way?
He doesn't. He's hiding in the kitchen and he's not facing what's happening outside.
I'm surprised he's walking straight, Guppy. Guppy isn't over drinking. He's drinking to the point that he's hurting himself. He needs to understand that and stop. So guys, I got a great plan for recon tonight. You want to hear what it is?
What's that?
You. There is nobody better to do recon in an Irish bar than you guys.
That's true.
What you need, boys?
I have to have a dry martini.
I'll make you a dirty martini.
Perfect.
Great.
Perfect. Do you want wings?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2, please. Do you have anything else?
Nah, that's
Okay,
all the
perfect.
wings.
That's grand. Yeah, whatever you have.
Watch out.
You're gonna put me to bed with that one.
Suicide's a monster.
What is it?
Dirty martini. Extra dirty.
A dirty martini doesn't look like that. It looks like a margarita for crying out loud.
Oh, for sake. I mean, that's,
I'm just getting rid of the flies.
You're getting up with them on your dinner every night.
Jerry, I want you to go behind the bar, take every bottle with bugs in it and put it on top of the bar. Let's line them all up. There's fruit flies in the drinks. They're serving it that way and they don't even care. I want to use tonight as an example of what is so wrong with this bar and every person in it. How many you got up there now?
9 so far.
9 so far, and he's just starting.
Check that one out.
Look at the bugs in this bottle.
Oh my God.
This is the future of your family. Do you understand that?
Yeah, John, I do.
Oh my.
That's disgusting.
That's gross.
Pretty much every drink you order tonight has flies in it.
So you already blew this money. I'm just burning it a second time because you already did. So there's one of our recon girls. Giselle and Amy went in there, and I gave them smartphones so they can take videos for us and really evaluate the business. There's Giselle.
Looks like a rat just came in through here and just like completely ate this couch. That is totally gum. So gross.
This bar is disgusting.
Everything's so dirty, and there's this rancid smell of straight piss.
How do they expect to stand up to the competition if this place is such a hole?
Look at that guy right there swatting all the flies away.
If I was them, I'd be checking my drink for flies. Anytime you see them around, that's...
Oh, yeah. Oh, he just found a fruit fly in that drink.
And the owner is sitting right there listening to this. Does nothing about it.
What's the matter?
There's like 3 fruit flies. Can I have another one?
That's funny. That's totally funny.
Thank you.
There's only a couple in that. Oh my God, there really is.
Wow.
He made another drink with more fruit flies in it. Can I have another one? Sorry.
Sorry about that.
So I just ordered this drink, which they had to remake 3 times because of the fruit flies that were in it. Disgusting.
Look! You can actually see them. I can't sit here and let these people drink this.
Yeah, that's gross.
I've got people drinking bugs and an owner that's not doing anything about it. I can't sit here and watch this.
Yeah.
They cannot consume any drinks.
They might get sick.
How you doing? Come on over here, guys. I want you to meet these girls. What do you think of this place?
I wouldn't come back here.
Why?
3 margaritas, all had fruit flies.
So you didn't drink your drinks?
No.
Did you get another drink?
3 of them.
Did that have fruit flies in it?
All 3 of them.
They even gave you a second chance and you blew it. This is your future, man. And you walk around like an idiot and do nothing about it.
I've been busy just trying to, keep things afloat.
You looked really busy tonight. You sat on your ass at the corner of the bar. You drank a beer. Let's go to the bar. Come on. Give me a bottle with some bugs in it. See the bugs in there?
Yes.
Drink it. Should he drink it? You let them drink it all night.
Whatever. Flies in a drink, I'm sure I've had them before.
Nobody can drink anything in this bar. It is totally unsafe. Shut this bar down. Clean it up. It's gone. Let's go. Get out of here.
Don't serve anything. Don't serve anything.
I'm embarrassed. The fruit flies, it's disgusting, embarrassing. I think Mike dropped the ball on that. Hopefully Jon Taffer will wake Mike up.
All right, now it's time to drink, I guess.
My crew and I worked here literally all night long, cleaning and sanitizing this place. I want you guys to see some of the things that we found here. I had Roto-Rooter come in here to clean our drains. These are the drains right behind your bar. This is where you're mixing drinks to give to the public. Now he's gonna send a camera down your drain to see what the problem is. What are those things that are flying? Mosquitoes. Mosquitoes are the worst flying insect on the planet. Kill over 1 million people a year. Carries bacteria. malaria, and diseases that'll kill you. That's irresponsibility. That's getting people sick. And that's why I'm pissed. But you ain't seen nothing yet. This came out of the ice machine. This is infested with bacteria and bugs.
Gross.
This is the efforts of your professional career. This is what you got to show for it. The sickle.
It was beyond disgusting. I never saw anything like that.
And this is where you work every day.
Have you been helped yet?
No, I haven't.
What can I get you?
Do you guys have any beers on draft?
No, we have no tab.
Let's go, guys. Move, move.
We have no tab.
We don't have no tab. We got beer. I know, dude. We have, I know, man, it sucks. Big time. What do you reckon? Good? What you need?
Old fashioned like on the rocks.
Old fashioned. I'm gonna get Louis on that one.
Who wants a drink? Ask him for it. Let's go.
2 old fashions? All right, let's do this. 3 old fashions? Holy crap.
She ordered 3 of them. Let's see how he does.
I haven't muddled. I haven't done it all prepared it all wrong.
Stop.
This has to come out. Your hands can't go into that.
Okay, for sure.
It's got to be pulled out that way.
Yeah, that's pulled it on sanitary.
We have an ATM.
The ATM isn't working, Steve.
So who on this side doesn't have a drink? Just you guys in the middle. You're doing okay, Christine. That side's done. Let's work the middle.
3 Z-bombs.
C is a pretty good bartender. And Christine stepped right in, too. The weak link is clearly Louis.
3 Z-bombs.
So we're still making the same old fashions here.
I don't have a well over here.
We have whiskey, we have simple syrup, we have a stir. How about a little smile there, Louis? There you go.
Do 5 Z-bombs for this lady right here. I got the beer, you do the Z-bombs.
This is more of an aged fashion than an old fashion.
Hold on, wait, sure, hold on.
Hold on.
I know. I don't have a well. You see, if I had the well right here, I'll just at the eyes, you know.
Complained there wasn't a well here, but then brought everything to make it here, and now is having to run back and forth.
Excuse me? Coming through. All right, guys, sorry about that. Bad?
No balance in it.
It's just straight whiskey. Give it a taste. What do you think, guys? 5 being the best, 1 being the worst. What do you give it?
3 because smile.
So if I didn't get him to smile, he would have gotten a 1.
Man, so I made it with love.
You made it with love, but you still it up. You understand? I'd like you to go down to the well and make 3 old fashions properly down there, so now there's no freaking excuses. It's all on you. I don't know what he's smiling about, to be honest with you. No. Because if that was me, I'd be pretty freaking embarrassed.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Hold it.
1, 2, 3.
Stop! Freaking bugs in this bottle.
Or just so you know. Oh my God.
Rob, come back here.
We've been closed for 3 months, guys.
Would everybody look in your glasses? Does anybody see bugs in their drink?
Oh my God.
That's my worst
What else
nightmare.
has them back here?
Bugs.
Anybody drinking this? Stop if you are. Look at all this. Check the other back bar. You guys are pouring from those.
Oh, this is a nightmare.
And a few of you got a few bugs with it. Yeah! There's no systems here. There's an old cash register, no POS system. There's 1 speed well, there isn't 2. I've seen what I need to see. I'm actually impressed. They served almost everybody in the room in a half hour till the bugs came out.
It's been a rough one, right? We have bugs in the bottles. We have no consistency. I think it's best we just shut it down now and get to work.
If I can have your attention, I want to thank everybody for coming out. As we do have some problems to fix, though, I want to welcome everybody back. We'll get this right. We'll be on point, even better than today. Bugs in the bottles, man. That was horrifying. That was absolutely horrifying. I'm embarrassed. Hold the flies.
They're waiting a while for any attention from the bartender.
Okay, so now we're at 1 minute. They have no drink. They're getting the bar wiped down. That's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Look at them staring at him, and nothing is happening. He could have said hello and asked them what they're having.
Yeah. Even if you have a busy bar, you should always acknowledge the guest.
Okay, get you guys.
I'll have a strawberry margarita.
Strawberry margarita. Whiskey cola.
He made the wrong drink. That's not what she asked for.
This is supposed to be a strawberry margarita.
My bad. 1 second.
I've already made like 5 margaritas today, so it's in my head.
I've already made 5 margaritas is not an excuse as to why you don't give your guests what they asked for.
He pours it in with the ice in a stemmed glass.
And topped it with soda. What was that?
And what comes on the sampler?
Everything.
Robert.
Oh, thank you. We'll order the sampler. I want to get the chili cheese fries, too.
Look at him puckering up.
It tasted like dirty dish soap.
How's yours?
Mia is my expert mixologist. She is one of the best I have ever worked with. Mia, let's look around for a minute.
My favorite part. There's just like gunk all over everything. Maria, you had a strawberry margarita.
Yes.
This is your margarita mix, your strawberry mix. It expired in August of 2012.
Over a year expired. A year expired.
We have traps for bugs. They're full.
Look at that. So you can't even afford a professional exterminator?
Wow.
Bugs! You know the drink that you had that tasted so terrible? That's why. That's where the soda gun sits. Grime and sludge, because it hasn't been cleaned. That's what you're drinking.
Bugs.
Bugs in the bottles? Come on! Even if you get straight whiskey, you're not safe in this bar. This is your business. This is your reputation. Here's what we do with this. That's responsibility. Do you understand this makes you a bad businesswoman? Does she have pride in this place?
No, she does not have pride in this place.
Larry, at what point do you pull the plug and say that's
60
enough?
60 days.
60 days, so you got 2 months.
Missy, you're gonna have to try a lot harder than you've been.
Rod, stand up. Come here, Heather, come here. Why are you laughing? Is this funny to you?
No, it's a nervous habit.
How long have you owned this place?
Well, about 2.5 years.
Why is this bar failing? Talk to me, Joe.
Because the bar doesn't stand on its own. Any show, you're hoping that it does well. Well, that's great if you have a viable bar. Rod doesn't.
So what you're telling him is his bar sucks.
I am telling you your bar sucks, yeah.
So the fact of the matter is, if we make everything about music in this venue, we fail. If we create a great bar that has music, we can succeed. But you don't get that.
There's people here who have years and years of experience in the bar and restaurant industry. We've tried to tell you, try this, and you say, well, it's my bar.
That's bull. This is the first time I've heard it.
That's not true.
You're a liar.
Tony's a full.
I told him that in the office the other day, and I was like, you gotta change or I'm out.
Joe, do you respect him as a businessman?
No, I can't say I do.
Rod, let's come. What do you see?
John, besides all the clutter back here, what pisses me off the most, can you do me a favor and look into these bottles for me and tell me that you're serving your guest bugs?
What?
They're floating around. We can get a flashlight.
You're not lying.
No, I'm not lying. That's ridiculous.
This is foul. It's bad. It's disgusting, and you don't even know it.
I don't know that much about the bar business.
But you've been in it for 2 years. Stop drinking, stop partying, and start doing something.
Okay.
Jim, let's get out of here. This kitchen is infested with bugs, and so are the liquor bottles. Tonight, I expect Rod and the staff to clean this bar, so tomorrow I can train in it.
The building looks completely abandoned. Half the letters are missing from the sign. When I'm looking at Headhunters, I just get this creepy vibe that something inside isn't right about this place.
When we say something, it's an opinion. When the customer says it, it's a fact. Watch this.
People that just walk in will be like, oh, sketch city. All right, time to go to the next one.
I was really sketched out and I didn't want to go inside and I'm never going back. That's scary. Not really my idea of fun.
After seeing those videos, I am not comfortable sending you in there by yourself, so I'm gonna go with you.
Great.
Let's do it. See you later.
What is the smell? It smells like cat piss in here.
It's cat piss. The owner loves the cat in here at night sometimes to kill the rat.
A bar that stinks from cat piss. That's my start on this bar. Why don't you make her a drink?
Sweet tea sour?
Yeah, I can do that.
Is there something in that bottle?
was something. Wait. Come back here with that.
Oh, I told them about this already.
She turned that upside down and there's something floating around in there.
There's a cockroach in there. That's unacceptable.
She was gonna serve that to me.
Look at it, floating in there. How many other liquor bottles are like this?
At least
I've never seen one like that.
Do you have a mixing glass? Look at it. There's one of them. Look at that, guys. That's a roach.
That's disgusting. I'm out of here. I don't want to touch anything else or see anything else. I'm repulsed. You can't have that much filth and that many bugs in a place unless you just don't care.
How often do you see a roach?
Every day.
A few every day?
Probably.
Where do you see them? Do they walk across the bar?
Yep. Yeah, we had them in our cash registers with our money.
When people ask about headhunters, they're like, oh, that bar that smells real bad? That's us.
And what does our owner say about this stuff?
Nothing.
I'd like to meet this guy. Where the hell is he?
How are you?
Steve, Jon Taffer.
Pleasure to meet you. Thanks for coming.
Pleasure. Let's walk over here and talk for a minute.
Sure, let's go.
My wife orders a drink. The bottle's filled with a cockroach and bugs.
Wow.
The other liquor bottles are filled with bugs. The staff told me that they see cockroaches every day here. Been here for a day.
Cockroaches in bottles.
Let's go ask them. Chloe?
Yes.
How often do you see cockroaches here?
About every day.
About every day. So your staff is pulling your liquor bottles. They're telling me there's roaches here every day. You don't see it? You don't know it?
Chloe, why don't you tell me about this? Why are you telling him that, but not me?
I've told you that we have a problem.
You own this place. You're supposed to know these things.
There are no bugs in the bottle.
Do you know this is happening or not? Yes or no? Do you know it?
Do I know what?
That there's bugs all over your bar.
There's bugs all over Austin. There's bugs all over America. This is a college town. They don't want clean. It's not the culture. Austin doesn't like that. Is it a sterile, clean room environment? No, it's not. We're not in that business. You came down here to tell me I have roaches in my bar?
I came here to fix your bar, but I can't fix a bar when I'm pouring cockroaches out of glasses, man. Come on.
I'm impressed. With all the experience and knowledge you have in the world, you got all the way here to tell me I have roaches in my bar? I'm astonished.
Really? Steve can't admit to anything. I tell him there's bugs in his drink, he says there's no bugs in the drink. This guy is filled with excuses and holds himself unaccountable for everything. That's gonna change. I know when I see it. They are there. Either you knew it and you didn't give it,
Are you gonna lower your voice and
you
talk like
fixed
a
it.
man?
No, because you're frustrating the hell out of me. And when I talk to idiots, I get loud.
You
live amongst a mess of cockroaches.
Shocked at your professionalism.
You know what
Crazy,
a professional
man.
is?
Yeah.
A professional is you don't serve bugs to your customers.
Maybe you're the biggest bug.
I'm responsible, even if Steve isn't. I've only got 5 days to fix this bar, and I think it's the worst bar I've ever seen. So I'm bringing my experts in right now, and we're going to work. Jesse's gonna walk the bar and see what other bugs and filth I haven't seen yet. And Joe's gonna come behind the bar with me, and we're gonna see what's going on back there.
There's mold everywhere in these ceilings. This place has never been cleaned. You see all that? That's all mold growing.
I never noticed that.
Yeah. It's not connected to the ceiling, it's falling in your drinks.
That's right.
Which means you're drinking mold.
Let's show what happens when a moron defends failure. This is what happens.
Oh my God.
There's about 30 cockroaches in there. Look at that.
Seeing that many cockroaches was disgusting.
Look at this, guys. Those are bugs. Those are cockroaches.
He had people standing in the crowd looking at him with utter disgust, and he was still sitting there smiling and laughing, thinking it was a joke and that it was funny. It's not a joke. This is the livelihood of a good 10 to 15 people.
You need to get angry at this. You need to be embarrassed about this. Take accountability.
Jon Taffer flew off the handle about bugs, so we created a drink after him called the Bug Bomb.
I am gonna get on the phone and I am gonna fumigate this building tonight. You didn't have the balls to do it. I'm gonna. You didn't write the check. I'm gonna. Your employees, Joe, and you, Jesse, are not walking back in this building until we can do so safely. And you, my friend, are an You're $300,000 in debt, and you better get your together or you're gonna lose everything. Landlord's gonna take your bar. Your wife is gonna take your frickin' family, and then you'll get what you deserve.
Well, you came here, you come here for a few minutes and you got me all...
They've been here for a long time, am I right?
Yeah.
Raise your hand if you think I'm right. Every one.
It's good to know.
It's hard to respect him, isn't it?
It's hard.
Because your bar's a piece of too.
You know how much I bust my ass here? I'm here all day, every day, all week.
So the place is organized and clean and together?
Of course.
Oh, okay. Well, then we'll see about that, won't we? Let's see what we got, JP.
There's a smell back here. I'm guessing this area's not been touched.
Look at this. It's bacteria. That's growth. We've walked 2 feet into your bar, and look at this.
That's the bartender's job to clean.
It's your job to make sure they do. You're gonna blame them.
'Cause I can't do everything.
You just told me you did everything. What else we got, Mia?
I want to check some bottles. I'm seeing fruit flies.
We have fruit flies here? Guys flying around?
Yep, got them here.
Oh.
There's a big one in this one. It's like a moth or something.
How bad is that?
I think this is the worst one that we've seen. This is dry vermouth.
Oh my God.
Dry vermouth should look clear. Anybody want to drink that?
I want you to see something. Oh my God. I have never seen anything like that in my life. 30 years in this business. Is that unbelievable?
Now that's bull. I checked all these bottles. This is a setup, because that was clean.
So we went out and caught all of these with little traps, right? Little traps everywhere. Then I peeled them off the trap and I put them in this bottle. You're a moron to even suggest such a thing. Come on, man! You're gonna insult my intelligence and them? This bar is failing because of you! Because you don't do but your family. Now let's get the hell away from this bar, because this is disgusting. And when I get back here, you better be covered in because that's what you deserve.
Somebody needs to kick that guy's ass.
Hi, this is Jon Taffer. Click here to subscribe to Paramount Network on YouTube for more Bar Rescue.